The biggest mistake you are making trying to clear acne is not what you think it is. It's not because you need another hormone test, another gut health test, or because you're using the wrong topical routine. The biggest mistake you're making trying to clear your skin is thinking that it's one thing that's going to solve all of the problems that you're having with your acne. You feel like there's one pill, one cream, one medicine that's going to change your life and keep your skin clear for good. But every single time you try this one new thing, you feel more desperate, more alone, more poor because you're spending all this money on things that aren't working. Am I right? Today, I'm going to explain why this one mistake is keeping you stuck. Plus, I'm going to share 6 action steps you can take to get clear skin naturally and easily from the inside out. Let's discuss. Hi there, my name is Therese, and after 15 years of acne struggles, I finally cleared my skin naturally and created my acne clearing program, The Clear Code, to help you do the same. 12 years and thousands of clients later, I've made it my life's work to get you clear skin without harsh chemicals, pills, and or crazy hormones. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. So we know the biggest mistake that you're making is that you're thinking there's one thing that's causing this problem. But to go a little bit further, you think this one thing is an external issue. So you're thinking, I'm just going to buy another topical, I'm going to buy another gut health test, or I'm going to do something else to put on my skin in some way, shape, or form, or another medicine, and that's going to fix the problem. You think it's an external fix when it's actually an internal problem. And we have some really clear and good examples of why this is true, right? So you've tried Accutane, for example, and it maybe worked for 2 to 3 months or even a year, and then it came back. Or let's say you used tretinoin, and again, that also worked for a few months, and then it stopped, right? You feel like no matter what you've tried, it hasn't worked for life, right? And most of what you've tried have been external fixes. The reason none of these things work long-term is because acne is systemic, which means that there are many different factors internally from a systems perspective that are causing your breakouts. And so you have to take all of those into account. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, you aren't, which isn't your fault at all. I did the same thing. We're in good company. But it also means you'll feel disappointed again and again. We have conditions at our pore that lead to acne. We know this, right? We have 6 factors that create this perfect storm that creates acne for us. We have blood sugar management issues. We have gut health challenges, hormonal imbalances, topical misuse, stress management problems, and overall inflammation. Those are the 6 factors that lead to acne. It's a combo pack. I say it really casually like that, and I kind of mean it to be funny, I guess, but like, it really is a combination pack of those problems that lead you to have acne. So that being said, when and if you've tried these things in the past, so something like tretinoin, for example, it speeds up skin cell turnover at the pore. That's what tretinoin does. Retin-A, different gel, a little bit different, but they increase skin cell turnover at the pore, which leads you to purging for 4 to 8 weeks. Type yes below if that's you. But then what happens is you have this brand new skin underneath. However, the problem occurs when you've cleared out the current challenges, but you're still having the conditions from an inside-out perspective that are leading more breakouts to come to the surface. So it kind of takes care of the problem for a little bit, but then it comes right back. Something like the birth control pill does something similar. So it temporarily lowers and or adjusts your levels of testosterone and estrogen, so you have less oil at the pore, so you won't break out as much here. But that being said, the second you stop taking them, you're right back to square one, and you're right back to having the challenges you were having before. So what can you do instead of making the same mistakes over and over again with just different details to get you the results that you're seeking long term? We're going to go back to our 6 root acne triggers to then inform our next steps. So we know that blood sugar management, gut health challenges, hormonal imbalances, stress management issues, topical misuse, and overall inflammation are all coming together to create this acne storm. We have to address each part individually, right? Now here's the caveat and where I think you've gotten into trouble before. The thought of addressing all of these individually and or on your own and or scouring the internet to figure out how to address all of these individually is making you want to cry. Am I right? It's very easy to feel overwhelmed. So what I'm going to do today is share 1 action step per systemic root acne trigger contributor, right? We're going to share 1 action step per contributor. And from there, you're going to make a list of these items, create a little checklist, and take action on each of these every day. So go grab a sheet of paper that you can start making a list with right now. I will wait. Blood sugar management to take action on this challenge. You want to aim for at least 25 grams of protein first thing in the morning within 1 hour of waking. Here's why this is important. Having protein at breakfast to break your fast will help to satiate you, fill you up, and then also balance your blood sugar throughout the day in a better way. And you won't have that mid-morning crash, that like 10 a.m. You know what I'm talking about. For gut health challenges, action step number 2 in your list. I want you to buy either 3 bottles of kombucha, a jar of kimchi, or a jar or a bag of sauerkraut. You're going to eat this 3 times over the next week. Here's why this is important. The diversity of the gut microbiome directly impacts your acne long-term due to the gut-skin axis. I'll share a link for that below as well. And having a wide variety and range of healthy bacteria in your gut positively impacts your skin. Probiotic foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha are chock full of these really good bacterial strains that support your gut, which then helps with clearer skin. Hormonal imbalance challenges, action step number 3, I want you to grab dandelion tea and drink it nightly. I love this brand and I drink it daily. And here's why this is important. If you're dealing with acne along your jawline, your chin, your mouth area, you're most likely struggling with some type of excess oil production, which is usually linked to high levels of estrogen and or testosterone. One of the ways that we get rid of estrogen and or testosterone out of our body to help balance our body, mind, soul, skin is via our urine and or our poop. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go to the bathroom really routinely. If you struggle with constipation or you've ever been on the birth control pill or if you have both, the birth control pill and constipation, you are most likely going to benefit from using some dandelion tea. Always check in with your doctor first because I am not one. But that being said, this can be very helpful from an overall gut health perspective in terms of like helping you go to the bathroom more regularly, which gets rid of estrogen and testosterone. Also, pro tip, I'm leaning in. It can be a little earthy. This dandelion tea can be a little earthy. Okay. If you find that it's too earthy for you, I want you to add in some oat milk and or almond milk steamed with some honey. From a stress management perspective, action step number 4, I have kind of a different action step than I think you might be anticipating. And that's that I want you to drink at least half your body weight in ounces every day in water. Here's why this is important. During periods of high stress and or anxiety, you are actually going to be more prone to be dehydrated. A note on this. I know it may sound kind of silly and or almost like a throwaway action step, like, oh, drink more water. However, this has been shown, being hydrated has been shown to lower your levels of physiological stress. And so when I recommend something like this, i.e. having a lot of water, I like this step the reason I recommend something like this is because it's really actionable. I find a lot of stress management techniques and or pieces of advice. It's like, oh, meditate, take a walk, you'll feel better. There's always shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, stress is not that easy. I've struggled with stress forever. And I find that just having enough water every day, even if you just write it off on your checklist, can be a really powerful way to feel like you're getting it done. And it's better for your body. And it'll help you go to the bathroom more. If you're constipated, pro tip, there's like an 82% chance, if not 92, that you are not drinking enough water. From a topical misuse perspective, this actually has 2 parts. So this will be like number 5A. 5A, I want you to throw away all of your oils, please, please. Especially if you have itchy acne here, throw your oils away and make sure your moisturizer is really simple, fragrance-free, and use it nightly. So something like the products that I like to recommend, I have no affiliation with, are Vanicream, CeraVe, Cetaphil. Really, really gentle, simple moisturizer, use it nightly. 2 reasons this is important. If you struggle with fungal acne, so acne here along your jawline that's really itchy, or even a combination of fungal plus bacterial acne, and I get hives talking about it. Because if you're struggling with any form of that and you use like an oil something in the area, you will cry. You will come to me crying. It happens every day. Malassezia folliculitis, or the yeast that lives here that causes fungal acne, feeds off of lipids. It literally grows in an environment where lipids, like fatty acids, exist. The more you put those on your face, the more you're feeding the yeast problem, the more I will cry, the more you will cry. Everyone cries. No oils. Second reason, the moisturizer aspect is important. When I had really bad acne, I wanted to dry my skin out. I wanted it to be dry and cracked and flaky because when it was oily, it felt worse. But to be honest, the more you dry your skin out, the worse acne challenges you are creating for yourself because you're creating this environment where your skin feels and knows that it's very dry. So it's actually going to call for more sebum. It kind of encourages oil production, creates this whole thing you don't want. So no oils and moisturize. Overall inflammation, I'm going to share action step number 6, and that is to schedule in 4 workouts that you are going to do for 30 minutes over the next week. Here's why this is important. I do not care what they are. They could be walking, they could be yoga, they could be rock climbing, they could be pickleball, they can be anything you want. And the reason I'm recommending this for overall inflammation is because there's so many things you can do. Overall inflammation is very general, but I find that overall inflammation is often linked to some type of stress mechanism, right? So cortisol, adrenaline, epinephrine, it's linked to that in some way, shape, or form. And so when and if, number one, you define activities that are going to support you from an overall physical movement perspective, support your stress management levels, support inflammation levels by releasing healthy endorphins. Number one, that's great. But then number two, it's also this small but mighty act of self-love to define a workout that you're going to participate in and then actually do it. And it's a really small but amazing way to get a really great win into your daily life. Okay, so those are the 6 action steps. That's all you're going to do. Let me share the list on the screen for you. Number 1, aim for 25 grams of protein first thing in the morning within an hour of waking. Number 2, I want you to buy either 3 bottles of kombucha, 1 jar of kimchi, or a jar of sauerkraut and have this 3 times weekly over the next week. I want you to pick up dandelion tea and drink it nightly. I want you to commit to drinking at least half your body weight, if not 3/4 of your body weight in water daily. I want you to throw away oils. So for number 5, 5A, I want you to throw away oils that you're using. Buy a simple moisturizer every night. So Vanna Cream, CeraVe, Cetaphil. And for number 6, I want you to define 4 workouts for 30 minutes that you'll do this week. Put them into your calendar and do them. Now, that being said, if you are at this point where you just want to fix this, you want to get to the bottom of this problem and have lasting results and know how to keep your acne at bay, know how to keep your skin clear for life all of the time, here are 2 things that I'd recommend you do. Number 1, check out our Root Acne Triggers webinar via the link below. We go a little bit deeper into each of these root acne triggers, plus share 9 action steps that you can take. Again, I shared 6 today because I don't want to overwhelm you, but there are so many things you can do daily that all just become part of a habitual lifestyle for you. Or my acne clearing program, the Clear Code, may be something for you to check out. In the Clear Code, we help you understand why you have acne instead of giving you just a quick Band-Aid fix that you'll have to stop at some point. You'll eat more foods designed for clearer skin, synced with your cycle, to get clear skin while you enjoy yourself at brunch with friends. And if you want, you'll be able to stop aimlessly wandering the aisles of Sephora. Cut your topical routine by at least 50% of the time so that you can save money and have clearer skin all at the same time. If you're interested in learning more about that program, apply via the link below. The program is application only, and we only take a limited amount of clients every month to make sure that we are serving you in the best way. So if you're interested, you'll schedule a discovery call, we'll hop on, and if I can help, I'll be honest, and if we can't, I'll be transparent about that as well, and I'll try to point you in the right direction. That being said, I hope you like this video. If you know someone who would benefit from this video, please send this over to them, and or make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified when I post a new one, and we'll see you in the next vid. Bye!